Peace, family. Peace, 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 peace. All right, honey, let me just wipe the comments, okay? Because when I get in these trances for these videos, honey, okay, listen, I hope you guys are having a phenomenal day, night, honey, wherever you are, okay? Do understand and get your life is going to get better once your perception gets better. So, this video is as read, okay? Stop being so attached to suffering. So I had last night, well, first I'm gonna tell you guys why you tend to suffer, okay? The reason why you tend to suffer is because all your energy and focus is going towards things. Maybe you say things don't ever work out for you, or maybe you say there's always a problem, right? Or maybe you say why life is always giving you a bad hand. Whatever it is you may say or feel about your life, that's what you're going to keep on getting. So this morning, okay, when I had got up, I tell you guys what I tend to do. So if you are a person that is going through things in life and you feel like that every time you turn around is always something, okay, first off, you got to understand that you have to do something different. You can't keep saying the same thing. And I know a lot of you guys done heard me say this time and time again, but you have to force yourself, so to speak, to do something different. So how did I start changing my life around? Okay, because before I would be a worrier. Okay, worrying. And what I tend to do is I tend to study myself. Okay, I tend to listen to positive affirmations at nighttime, because I tell you guys, whenever you are finna go to sleep, when you're about to sleep and that part of you where as though you dozing off, okay, that is data state. Data state allows for your subconscious mind to be wide open, okay, and that's the same exact way that you learned when you was a child, right? From when you was in your mama womb up until age 7, the ego was not formed yet, okay? And that's why you tend to do some of the things that you tend to do, because you was in theta state, right? From newborn up into 7, okay? Now, we gonna start reprogramming our mind, okay? If we want some things different, you did not come here to suffer, okay? Let me say that again, okay? You so attached to you complaining, you so attached to being angry, you so attached to being bitter, you so attached to gossip, you so attached to all these things that you think this is just you. And it's not you. It's learned behavior. Okay, it is learned behavior. So if you want to stop suffering, you got to do something different, my friend. Okay, you can't keep doing the same exact thing, hoping and praying and looking for something else new to come. Okay, I used to didn't care to read books. Okay, that's all I got on my bed, books. Okay, that's all I have on my bed is books. Listen, the life that you want, it wants you just as bad as you want it. Let me say that again. The life that you want, it wants you just as bad as you want it. Okay? But you have to get on that frequency where that life is. If you at a low vibrational state, you're not going to be able to attract and manifest the things that you say you desire. You just not going to be able to do it. Why? Because the moment that you think of something that you desire, you start thinking of all the reasons why you can't have it, as opposed to just sticking to, do you really want it? That's what you have to tell you. Do you really want it? I don't give a damn what nobody said, okay? Nobody can stop you from manifesting your desires that you want. No one, okay? Nobody can stop you. The only person that can stop you is yourself. And so if you want to stop suffering, I'm going to tell you guys what I do. These are the ways to stop suffering, okay? 1, you have to be aware of your thoughts. Be aware of the things that you are thinking about. Be aware of what you constantly giving energy to. Instead of giving energy to those thoughts that you don't want to keep on showing up into your life, then you have to start thinking or put it out there. Ask source, okay? What is the solution to this? And I guarantee you, you will get the solution because it works like unadulterated magic. It works. Okay, it works. I can't tell you how many times as though I have put out something. Okay, I told you guys how I started doing these videos. Okay, I told you guys how I get these downloads to make the content, to do the videos, how I get the titles for the videos. Okay. You gotta tap into that part of you that is unseen, that nobody sees. You gotta step into that part of you. You gotta step into your higher self. You gotta start understanding that you have the power and ability to change your life like night and day. So what did I started doing? I started reading. I started studying me. I started being aware of what I'm giving my energy to, what I'm focusing on, because I know the more I focus on something, I know that is going to keep on showing up in my life. Okay, I started, instead of saying why this won't happen or why that can't happen, I started deciding, oh, I want this. I desire this. Okay, and I really don't care for saying want, because I told you guys, there's like from a lack of scarcity mindset, but argument's sake, oh, I desire this. Okay. And what I tend to do is I study. I keep on studying. I keep on studying. Whether I'm listening to Bob Proctor, whether I'm listening to, whether I'm reading, whether I'm meditating, I keep on studying. Even when I'm sleeping, I'm studying. And some may say, well, how the hell you studying when you sleeping? Because that's the best time to study. Let me see. Right here, it's crazy. Just open the book. The second page I opened to look what it says. It says, summary of your aids to the wonders of sleep. And this book is The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy, right? And it says, if you are worried that you will not wake up on time, suggest to your subconscious mind prior to sleep the exact time you wish to arise, and it will awaken you. It needs no clock. Do the same thing with all your problems. There is nothing too hard for your subconscious. Your subconscious never sleeps. It is always on a job. It controls all your vital functions. Forgive yourself and everyone else before you go to sleep, and healing will take place much more rapidly. Guidance is given, I guess they meant to. Guidance is given to you while you are asleep, sometimes in a dream. The healing currents are also released, and in the morning you feel refreshed and rejuvenated. Okay? You come on now. Come on. You attached to the suffering. You think that you just came here. I knew, listen, I knew, and I know, okay, because I keep saying it, okay, but I knew I came here for something different. I knew I knew something. I came here for something different. Okay, so this is how you are going to change your life. Okay, this is how I changed my life. Okay. One, I told you awareness. Okay, you got to be aware. Okay, when you start thinking of certain thoughts, it's not that I don't think certain thoughts, but honey, I turn it off when I think about it. Okay, I don't apply so much energy to that thought. Okay, you gotta instead of thinking about that problem, the illusion of that problem, think of the solution. Okay, come up with a solution or suggest to your subconscious mind, what's the solution to this problem? That's one. Two, okay. You gotta study. Because how are you gonna reprogram your subconscious mind? How are you gonna reprogram those habitual habits that you constantly received when you was a child? Okay, that's in the subconscious that makes you do some of the things that you do on a day in and day out basis that you don't like. How you gonna reprogram that? Okay, if you ain't doing nothing about it. Your life it may appear sometimes, oh, well, it got a little better, but it's not going to get better in a sense as though you want it to get better because you're not doing nothing about it. And this here universe is either create or disintegrate. So it's either you creating or you disintegrating. We live in the ocean of motion. Ocean of motion. Life is not finna stop for you. It's always going. So you have to see, do you really want better? Stop being attached to that suffering. Stop being attached to, you keep getting the same exact results from life because you're afraid to do something different. Don't you think you deserve different? Don't you think you deserve a better relationship? Don't you think you deserve more money? Don't you think that you deserve a better place to live in? Don't you think that you deserve a better car to drive? Don't you think you deserve, better places to eat? Don't you think you deserve abundance? Don't you think you deserve to be healthier? Don't you think you deserve to wake up and be full of bliss? Don't you think you deserve that? So if you want different, you have to, you can't be so, if you're afraid, yeah, but step into it. You're afraid because you're doing something different. You're afraid because you're going against those belief systems. You're afraid because you're giving up the control. That's why you're afraid. But you deserve it. You didn't come here to play by somebody else's rules and somebody else's games of where they was at subconsciously. Every generation is supposed to be better than the previous generation. What are you doing to improve how things are coming along? So 1, we're going to be aware of the thoughts. 2, we're going to start studying. Okay? Honey, you do it. Honey, the choice is yours. Okay? When I say study, I read. You can listen to affirmations. You can listen to positivity. Les Brown, Lisa Nichols. You can listen, honey, you can listen to me. Okay. You can listen to things on a day in and day out basis. Why? Because that is going to help you with a higher vibration. Remember what I said. The things that you want is on a higher frequency. And it's at a higher vibration. So if you walking around thinking you can't get this, you can't do that because you're looking at your current circumstances, that's why you can't have it. Because you allowing all that to dictate where you're moving in life. You allowing all of that to tell you what you can and what you cannot have. Meditation, the next one. This is what I do. I meditate. Meditate 15 to 20 minutes a day. Sometimes I do it multiple times a day. Also, what I do is I listen to positive things while I'm reprogramming to reprogram my subconscious mind. So it's this lady I listen to called Jess Shepherd. Okay. And she's a YouTuber. And right now, when I was asleep, what I was listening to was prosperity, massive abundance, and luxury. And it's reprogram your mind while you sleep. And don't worry about if your family or nobody else around you do these things. You got to ask yourself, do you want the same exact results as your family want them? No, don't worry about if they say you crazy. Don't worry about if they say, what happened to you on all these different things, or why you going there? Why you listening to that again? Don't worry about that. You can't be so worried about what somebody else's opinion of you is that you stay stuck and you stay suffering. Okay? You got to start looking at your life and saying, you know what? I deserve better. But you have to make a choice. You did not come here to suffer. You did not come here to be just filled with experience anxiety, depression, or whatever it is. You did not come here for that. You did not come here. You are a whole creator. A whole creator. And you create your life through the thoughts and the energy and everything that you constantly focusing on. So if you want better, you got to tell yourself, I deserve better. And I told you guys what I tend to do. So instead of you feeling like you got to stay stuck, do something different. Do something different. You may not care to read, but you could listen to positive speeches or something. You could spend some time alone with yourself for 5 minutes. I mean, when you first start, you can't give yourself 5 minutes, and then you wonder why you can't attract the relationship that you say you want to attract. You can't even be by yourself for 5 minutes. So those are the things that I do. You deserve a better life. You deserve so much more than how you've been showing up. So much more. And will it get scary at times? At times. But you have the ability to overcome whatever it is that you are faced with. You powerful. You are so powerful. You have the ability to overcome whatever it is that you are faced with. You are so powerful. Okay. So those are the steps. Okay. Awareness, study. When I say study, read, watch, positive stuff. Okay. Meditation. You could do affirmations. What else? And that's mainly it. It's the repetition. What's going to change? What's going to change your life? It's the repetition. You keep on doing it. And when it's times where as though you catch yourself, because there's times where as though, I could see myself complaining to my children. You at alignment. My children, my youngest children, they even say, you need to meditate. I go meditate. Because they know. So how could you change what it is that you constantly are doing? Okay? Because some people say, well, I'm going to treat my children better. But listen, 95% of the day, you are operating from your subconscious mind. So although your intentions may be good, but you didn't change the programming. And soon as something occurs, you back to yelling. You back to arguing, right? Because you feel as though subconsciously that what you are faced with, it is bigger than you. And it's not. It's not bigger than you. Take your power back. You deserve better. And with that being said, I love you guys. Peace.